Hello everyone, Attack Power here with another fantastic monthly tournament here on Tali Inhantala. Let's dive right in this. On the left, in the red, we have Ghost Dragon playing AT for Strelki on Maverick Income. And on the right, in the blue, we have WF720 playing 78 Sturm on Balanced Income. Gonna try out a new intro format here for a little bit, see how people like it. A little less, we're not going to go through the entire decks, we're just going to highlight some of the most important stuff out of each division here. So diving into Ghost Dragon's decks, 84 Strelki. Nice to see Soviet's divisions buffed to a point where they're finally kind of meta again. 84's always been basically one of the best Soviet divisions here. Pretty basic recon tab, infantry tab, nothing outstanding here. Sapody Rocks and Strafniki being the most significant units here. The tank tab, pretty limited, honestly, but you have some T-34s and IS-2s, and on this map, of course, IS-2s are very useful. Support tab, phenomenal. You get, like, basically every great Soviet weapon, the 50mm mortars, you get the OB-25s, ISU-152s, just great. AT tab, really solid with the ZIS-2s and such. You also get Panzertrex. A tab, just 37mm. RD tab here, we're just seeing the 122s. Probably the best Russian artillery piece at the end of the day. Some leaders there, and the off map. Air tab, some solid tools. IL-237 is great. The Yak-1B can be really solid as well, not as a fighter, but as the bomber variant there. On the other side here, we have the 78 Sturm of a great, it's a really, I don't want to call it great because it's not a great division, but it's very solid, and it has been for a long time. It's weakness in the recon tab, very small. Infantry are, of course, really strong, but they are expensive. The whole deck is expensive. That's the tough thing with this division. It's not light at all. You don't have a lot of speed or flexibility. You have very strong elite units, similar to like a Fallschirmjäger division. This was like, it was not the original Fallschirmjäger division, of course, but the way a lot of like Fallschirmjäger division play with their expensive infantry, this is very similar. This was like the first version of that. Tank tab is just Stugs. Support tab, really good support tab. Overall, here we just see IG-18s and IG-33s. This division is very 2K heavy. You can fight very long range. The AT tab is phenomenal. It's probably one of the strongest Axis AT tabs. You have the Nashorns. He's bringing 3 cards of those. Then the Martyr 2s, he's bringing 2 cards of Martyr 2s as well. So just a stacked mobile AT tab here. Just 1 card of Pack 40s. I personally just love having 2 cards. It's just me. The Air A tab here with 2 Flak 43s and then the Flak 88 basically giving even more 2K power. Although I'm not a big fan of 88s, as we well know. They're very easily RD'd. They're not actually great at 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 all. Even though, like, statistically on the card, it looks like they should be great. They just never turn out that well. RD tab in this division, great, because you get some Nebula Riffers. Here we just see 1 card and then 81 mortars with an off map as well. Air tab, pretty weak in this, but you do get the JU-188, which is like a nuke bomber, and it's really darn strong. So diving right in here, let's see, we have any big pushes. So the usual push here, actually a pretty deep push here for Ghost Dragon. He's got to get in. He's got to get in early, that's for sure. On the other side, very defensive setup, not surprising. It is Balance versus Maverick, which is probably one of the most fun income matchups there is. Do see an early Flak 37 though, 88 to try to push these TU2F stuff. JU-188 and TU2F recon on both sides. We have Nazor Nigel coming out early. Doomed to die, of course. He's an ace unit. Now, for those who don't know, the ace units do nothing. It is literally just this gold box here and the different art on them and maybe some different camo. Other than that, they function exactly the same as the original unit. Although the rumor on the street is always that they die faster. They do not. It just always feels that way, maybe because people are paying more attention to them. So the usual kind of meeting of the units here, although Ghost Dragon has invested far more heavily, double SG-43 will easily overwhelm that MG-42. But Light Pioneers into here, yeah, very light deployment. But this isn't super shocking based on the fact that 78 Sturm is just so expensive, comparatively speaking. Shoots and caught up by the Ogden. This is a massive blow here. And I see people, and I saw people like on the Reddit asking, like, are flamers like a necessary add to every deck? To me, in 1v1, the answer is yes. That's to me. I will always take them. I just find them so useful for taking early ground. And if they trade up, if they kill even one thing, that can pay off half the card. Even just killing a normal rifle unit with them. And you're only paying 15 points for them. And for certain divisions, they're an absolute must. You know, divisions that are low in CQC, that might be some of your only CQC. You can't give that up. And we see here some Flammable Riffers. He only called in like 1. Really, I feel like WF should have used his Flamers to help establish some ground, similar to what Ghost Dragon did. Now, luckily for WF here, he is on the... well, no, I guess he's not on the easier side. What am I saying? The map is flipped. He's actually on the harder side, so that makes it even harder. But though, he did have a nice salient going here. Not really sure how that front line worked out, but oh, I guess because Ghost Dragon has nothing over here in this patch of forest. Really committing to this push. Pioneers versus Gavardi DP. Gavardi DP should win at this range. Surprised the 88 hasn't pushed this TU2F off, but I guess Ghost Dragon probably detected it, like got shot by it, and now is steering clear. And he can kind of just waste his ammo for a little while. But Glite versus SG43. The SG43 should win this, but it's already so pinned down. I guess it won't. There, look at that. Shoots and crushing these Sapperty rocks. Despite being nearly dead. Shoots are just phenomenal. I mean, they're what you always want Panzergrens to be. I mean, they're so chunky. Otherwise, they're almost identical to Panzergrens other than having 3 more guys. KV-8S, this unit is wonderful. For 35 points, this tank is like nuts. It's in the support tab. Obviously, the gun's not phenomenal, but it gets the job done. And 95 millimeters of armor for 35 freaking points is kind of a joke, honestly. So good. Yeah, not in a joke, in a crappy way. That's where I go chilling out here, just taking pot shots at whatever it finds. Oh, and I forgot. If you guys enjoy this, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe for all the Steel Division 2 fun and probably some Warnote stuff here in the future. Big update to Warnote recently. Updates I only could have dreamed could have come to Steel Division 2, like modding, which is amazing. Like, don't get me wrong. I want Warnote to do well. I want Eugen to do well as a company. And I realize that Warnote's on their new engine, and it can do a lot more than Steel Division 2 can do. I'm just hoping there's a modder out there who just basically mods World War II into Warnote, and then I will love Warnote. Actually, Warhammer 40k is what I really want. I want a Warhammer 40k mod. And then World War II secondarily. That would be amazing. ZIS-2 takes out a Stug 3. That's a big kill. That's rough. Now 37 mil coming in to finally cut off the eyes, although 2F still getting plenty of sight over here. Another Stug 3 coming in. Panzer 38T here, T26 going down the recon. Had no chance against that KV-8S. I always want to say 85, but it's 8S. None of these units have AT on them. Awkward. Sapperty Rock's definitely the strongest unit here. Now, if it gets, like, triple teamed, it can easily get overwhelmed. Pioneer should get the grenade off. He does. So that actually will take out the Sapperty Rocks there. Yep. Nice clear out. Killing that's a pretty big deal, actually. Ghost Dragon currently on a 13-11. Kubo goes down. I'm assuming that had... we didn't see... What's coming in a Kubo? Oh, that was a leader. Pretty sure that was a leader. Ouch. That hurts. Pioneer finding an OB-25 in the open. Now, while you do want that dead, he has really no chance here. He should really fall back. Gonna get clapped. Stug 3 coming in. You better be careful. If KV-8S might find some side shots on him. Shoots are just mowing down anything they can find at range. IG-18 now coming in. This too is a very nice little line of sight here. He's got to be so careful. This time he does track this IG-18 a little better and make sure it doesn't get caught. Very nice use of the 81 mortars here out of WF. It's actually really helping him win some necessary combat. It's pretty huge. He is making use of some combined arms. I gotta give him credit for that. He's doing a nice job of actually bringing some support weapons in here, using these 81 mortars really aggressively to just continuously pin things down. Ghost Dragon sitting on a single tick, which truthfully in A phase is what Maverick's going for, right? You don't actually have like an income advantage in A phase. And really, me personally, like when I'm playing balance, which is basically all the time, my goal in A phase against Maverick is actually really to pick up some ground. It's not real. I mean, yeah, I'm happy if I come out of A phase, even. Like maybe it's been 12-12 most of the time. Haven't really lost any points. I mean, any tickets, like, yeah, that feels good. But what really makes you feel like you're in a solid position and your opponent's actually like on the back foot and gives you a good chance is that, you're actually ahead on flags. You've already picked up some points. It kind of looks like this going into B phase. It's not huge. It's not like it makes all the world a difference, but it does give you so much more breathing room, it feels like. And then your opponent has the pressure of, oh crap, I'm behind. I got to fix this right now. I got to attack. I got to go. And while Maverick does need to attack, the true strength of Maverick is C phase in a balanced matchup, right? The first 5 to 10 minutes of C phase is when you are truly at your zenith of Maverick power. So, it's not actually the beginning of B phase that's scary. So as the balance players, if you can spend, you know, A phase and the first 5 minutes of B phase roughly ahead and like forcing your opponent to make overly aggressive and expensive plays that lead to poor trades, you're going to be in a really good position to win that game. BF109 going to get suicided here over the 37 mil. Yeah, big mistake there. Now the 37 mil is unvetted though, so that's going to make a huge difference. Yeah, vet your AA, guys. You really got to vet your AA. Yeah, he didn't vet it at all. I'm really surprised by that, actually. Usually, the only time I would consider not vetting my AA is my A-phase card, maybe. If it's a low number unit, I would consider not vetting it. Pioneer Fear going to go down here. That's a big loss. Losing leaders left and right here by WF, and that's not good. That's a big loss. This two getting in position, finding the Nashorn. Nashorn going the wrong direction here. Going to get taken out. Nigel, no chance, buddy. Did take out OB25 and such. It's not like he didn't do anything. Stug moving forward with no help. I mean, I guess no one's spotting for the KV-8S either. They should spot each other. They're pretty darn close. Okay, there it is. Stug actually going to get on target first. That is actually shocking. Definite pen. KV-8S not as assured of a pen. Gonna run away, though. I mean, WF is holding ground well, but I don't think he's trading well enough right now. He's got so few units on the map, and this is always the issue for 78 Sturm. You're always going to have less guys out. Your stuff is just so much more, especially against a Soviet division, where everything is just kind of under the curve in terms of price. OB25, I think, wins this all day, especially because it got the first shot off. There's, like, no chance for this IG-18. Oh, my God, it's getting absolutely wrecked. Oh, it's a bloodbath. Poor IG-18. On paper, they're so similar, but in reality, they're not even close. They're not even close. What is it? This is 12 rounds a minute, right? Yeah. 12 rounds, 2.2. Pretty sure IG-18 looks almost the same. 12 rounds, yeah, except the OB just feels 100,000 times better. I don't really know why. The heat on the OB is definitely better, first off. Has a higher arc. Not sure if that does a thing. It doesn't, but it feels like it does. All right, shoots in versus Sapperty Rocks here. Usually shoots and win, but the cover difference is going to be the difference. Oh, wait, second shoots in. Oh, no, they're going after the 45 mil. Shoots in might actually still win this. Sapperty Rocks decide to run. Coming up to B phase, and things not looking great here for W. He doesn't have a lot. He keeps calling in really expensive stuff. Yak 9 coming in. 88's not going to stop it. Nope, and the bombing run going to land true. Oh, actually didn't do that much damage, but it did force all of this back for the time being. And quite frankly, I'm not 100% sure what WF is going for with these Nashorns. Did he just love these things? Like, is this like his favorite unit? Oh, and this is really bad. Losing this flag, it's so hard to get back in here. And this is why I think blue side just sucks. Because of this right here. Like, this flag is kind of bull. Like, there's no way to hold this from the blue side. And for some reason, blue's the one who has to hold it. It's really dumb. Like, red has this very... yeah. I like Tali. Like, I don't hate this map. But I do find it fundamentally unfair. I really do. Where exactly is blue supposed to push that is actually effective? I'm waiting for an answer. Here is essentially the only answer. And that's not easy. Like, that is not an easy push at all. Because everyone knows you're going there, so it's going to be an awful grind. You can't hold this flag. That's literally unholdable. You'd have to capture everything up to here to actually hold this flag. This is just impractical to go this direction. Down here, the closest flag is back here for some reason. I don't understand why red doesn't have a flag, like, here at least. Which is still, like, too deep in my opinion. It should be, like, here to actually make them work. And this has always been my argument with Eugen. Like, here, this flag's nowhere. This is in the middle of nowhere. It always feels like they feel like they need to put it on a crossroad or something, but these aren't. So why doesn't red get a bullcrap flag, like, right there? I just don't get it. How about, like, up here? Like, right there, red or something. I don't understand. But anyway, off of my soapbox. Double team here on the shoots in. Well, no, a little bit of help. A little bit of help coming in. Infantry are forced off. That's the only place that WF really has the advantage, is that long range. Shoots aren't going to lose to, like, anything. 203 coming in here. Not, I guess, here. It's a little overkill. Obviously, he doesn't know how little WF has. But WF is struggling. He does not have much here. And he's calling in an off map? Oh, no. No, my friend. No, bro. Why are you calling an off map in? BF-109 pulls off. It was actually on target to get this thing. Oh! Whoa! It almost did not get that. Oh, wow. The second fighter actually distracts from the first fighter and will allow them to get away. Wow, that Novet AA is just awful. Like, it's really bad. Sapling Rock's barely stopped by the shoots in there. Shoot 3 checking out down the road. This shoots in standing out in the middle of it. Not sure what this flak is hoping to do here. TU2F going to get forced off pretty quick by the 88. MG42 out of position trying to get into it. Ammo finally coming in for the mortars. Here's the off map. I mean, okay, I guess this gets him a flag back. There are much cheaper and cleaner ways to do this. This is an extreme investment just for this. And there can only be so many troops here. Like, use your mortars instead. They have to be here or here. Mortar, mortar, go. Instead of spending, what is it, 200 points? 170 points. Oh my god. On a singular off map that only drops 2 bombs. Oh, that's so bad. Yak and IL-237 in bomb something. This shoots in. Ouchies. Stug's a bit of a wall. Oh, not if it drives out in the middle of nowhere and gets killed, though. It will definitely not be much of a wall then. 15-9 now for Ghost Dragon. It shouldn't last. At least not with this off-map, technically speaking. All right, at least he's following it up with the shoots, and I will give him that. He is actually pushing, so he's at least using the off-map in an actually effective way. At least we're seeing, like, real off-map usage where you drop the off-map, push units forwards. But look down here. My goodness gracious. Ghost Dragon is stacked. Ooh, Big Boomy's coming in. Where is that? 122. Yeah, it's been in for a little bit. It's been bombing for a little while. ISU-152, the true doom weapon of the Soviet Union. E5 boom, 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 boom. Anyone? Red alert. Sorry. There's a great, like, it's called Video Games Live. Got Spotify. Go check it out. It's a London Symphony Orchestra playing video game music, and my god, is it freaking epic. Of course, I'm an orchestra teacher. I'm going to geek out about that. Like, it is awesome. Like, Skyrim, Pokemon, Mario, Red Alert. Oh my god, it's freaking awesome. It is good crap. Go check it out. If you have any interest in video game music, go. Do it. Do it now. Don't leave my video, though. Let it play in the background. Still just 137 mil. I mean, I guess it's 78 Sturm. There shouldn't be that much Air Force. So the Schutzen were not actually able to get in fast enough. And now they're going to get slapped around by the Sapperty Rocks. Back to a 14-10, but things just not looking too good here. Ghost Dragon's done a nice job keeping the pressure on. We see the mortars finally back online. It's definitely good. Shoots in the woods. Not where you want him to be. Does he have any more CQC? Yeah, another card of Pioneers. What's he waiting for? Nebelwerfers? Oh my goodness. WF, we need to have a conversation here, dude. Nice mortar strike. I mean, he's making good microplays, but these macro decisions of what he's calling in are just very odd and not helping him at all. Another Martyr 2? No, dude, you're not. Is he driving this thing? Did he just, like, normal move this? Or is it a fast move would have gone on the road. But it is on the road. I cannot tell. No, that's a normal move. No, it's not. It's a fast move to here and then another fast move. Okay, I understand now. KV-8S does go down to the Stug 3 again. Strafniki were not able to be surrendered by that Schutzen. That's pretty devastating. Schutzen down south goes down. Why did he call in this number? And more another Martyr. What? There's not that much armor in the world. I'm so confused. His infantry are getting absolutely plastered. He's calling in tanks. AT. Not just tanks. Tank destroyers. WF. Come on, bro. I feel like he actually has a chance if he, like, calls in units to actually counter his problems. Instead of just calling in more tanks. A singular Pioneer. You're going to need more than this, man. Yeah, there we go. This is all he had to do in the first place. I mean, 1410... Oh, no, just as I say it. 15-9. Where did the 15-9 come from? Nope, 1410. I guess he captured this temporarily. Is the 122 going after the mortars finally? I'm really surprised Ghost Dragon hasn't tried to kill these off with his 122. Oh, yeah, the 122 is pinning the shoots, and I get it now. I see. Oh, and he left the APCR on. Oh, stop. Make it stop. Gun jam. Not dead, but essentially dead. Because honestly, who's bringing in a thing to fix it? Did finally turn the... Okay, all right. So he does know to turn it off. He just didn't notice it at the beginning there. Strafniki finding the Pioneers out in the open. That's rough. I mean, this Stug is here. This Stug does support. It's not like it doesn't do any supporting at all. Martyr 2 is essentially a supportless weapon. Oh, that Zis2's got... Oh, it's just out of line of sight. Oh, I was about to say, it's got a free Stug for lunch. Wow, this Sapper Rocks holding this is so unfortunate. Okay, that's the same 210. I was about to say, if he's bringing another 210, I'm actually going to throw up. Oh, people in off map. So this is a nice off map here from Ghost Drag. He does have units ready to push in the moment it goes off. And this is what you can do with Maverick. Like, you can have, like, a whole bunch of units sitting here for a minute while you set up, because you just have that much of a point advantage. Back to a 1410, though. WF is not out of this yet. He is behind, but he's starting to build up a little. He's starting to find to make a couple trades that aren't bad. And again, guys, remember, at the end of the day, a large portion of the game is still fundamentally trading well. Another T-34 down. So these are good tank kills. Right? Even if your opponent outpositions you and stuff, if you're trading really well, you can usually still turn it around. Now, that's not to say that momentum and tempo aren't a big part of it, right? Ghost Dragon keeps the screws turned, keeps the pressure on. Even if he trades negatively here for a while, he probably, you know, because he's set himself up well, he's probably... No, a second... Seriously, dude? What is with people in off-map? Guys. Off-map is not the answer to most problems, okay? Off-map's purpose is pretty singular, in fact. You use it to bomb stuff, then you make a push. That's it. Okay? That's about it. Singular Nebelwerfer, never awesome. Use 2, guys. If you're gonna call 1 in, call in 2. Instead of calling in a second stupid off-map, call in a second Nebelwerfer. Nashorn goes down once again to... Actually, I don't know what. The Zis2 a second time? Yep. So another Nashorn to that Zis2. BF-109 might actually get on this IL-2, but the IL-2 is turning. Gonna stay out of total death there. Double 37mm might finally get the BF-109. Off-map's gonna do nothing. You see, guys? Like, this, it's nothing. It's not gonna do anything. Black 43, a very good AA piece. The F-109 going down. That's a huge loss there. Strafniki capturing a flag. 15-9 here. Pushing into C phase. So WF finally having the points that he could always wanted. I'm going to assume this is the one that's out of charges. Otherwise, this obviously would not be happening. Martyr 2 in position to help support a bit. And now this is where Ghost Dragon is just like, I don't care if I lose units. I just got to keep the screws turned. Some reinforcements did get in here, so that's a pretty big deal. T-34 goes down. That's a lot of the T-34s, actually. There were only 6 to start, so I think we've watched at least 3 die already. 2 ISU-152s chilling out, though. Those are pretty big. Those are walls. Pioneers should get this grenade off just fine. Okay. I guess it was out of ammo or something? We already fired? Nebelwerfer going for the Zis-2. Okay. We'll see if one Nebelwerfer can actually do the job this time. Air Force even building up here for Ghost Dragon. He's got a couple planes going on. Okay, he takes out the sniper on accident. Does land the hit on the Zis-2. But not enough. Yeah, again, you need 2, guys. Sorry. IL-2 with its AT cannons here. Beautiful. This is really what these are for. The bombs on this are useless. The AT cannons, though, those are a thing of beauty. BF-109, can it get on the back of this PE-3? The answer is not right now. WF is trying. All right, he's back on target. Ghost Dragon appears to be working as well with this plane. Oh, no, the BF-109 is now on it, and down it goes. That is a good kill there. It definitely helps. But a 15-9 again for Ghost Dragon leaves only 4 minutes here. Is WF going to keep just pushing in, or is he going to consolidate? He's going to keep pushing in. Yeah, I just don't feel like... WF is just not calling in enough in singular areas to, like, push back. He's doing what I often do. I recognize this problem because it's something I do a lot, and it's a bad habit, where you just kind of, like, deploy minimal amount of stuff to every problem and every push because you don't want to overcommit. Like, you're like, I need to have some points left, or I got to cover all these spots or whatever. And then you never build up enough points to actually make progress in any part of the map. And your opponent, who is far more concentrated, ends up pushing you out of every situation because they just have more stuff every time your couple units come up against their 4 or 5 units. And especially when you're playing a Soviet division with a hyper-expensive division like 78th, this comes up naturally just from the way the game plays, but he's exacerbating the problem by just doing it to himself even harder. Just remember, guys, sometimes you got to give up a part of the map to capture another part of the map. What is more important, right? Off map coming down. I mean, it's doing stuff. This off map here was actually useful. The last one was completely useless. This one up here was honestly overkill. He had mortars that could have achieved the same thing, and he stopped using them right now, which is definitely a problem. These shoots and have no chance. Soviet Sturm also really struggles in the woods. It's just a fact. Like many Axis divisions, they just struggle in the woods. I should say many German divisions, I guess would be more accurate to say. ISU-152 now fighting the IG-33. It will be dead now. Goodbye, IG-33. You are now fated for death. Nebelwerfer are going to try to save the day? I think that... I'm assuming that's where the ISU-152 used to be. That is my guess. It, of course, did nothing, because a singular Nebelwerfer is not very good. 2 Nebelwerfers frickin' cracked. 1, bleh. I don't care what anybody says. We've watched it here. It's been absolute trash. It's unfortunate. It's giving Nebels a bad name. Nebel trash is what we'll call it now, but that's not what it is. There goes the IG-33. Easy kill there. Can the Martyr 2 kill this? I am interested to see if this plays out. Oh, he's moving it. Wrong choice. What? Brew killed on the ISU-152 now. Yes! I'm not actually rooting against Ghost Dragon. I just hate ISU-152s. You all know that. Okay, that was a beautiful kill. Did you guys just see that? The Martyr 2 just fired like immediately after its APCR shot. I think that was the reload glitch. That's an old school glitch. I really thought they patch that out. At least for normal units like a Martyr 2. Interesting. Am I seeing things? I'm going to have to go back and watch that. I feel like that Martyr 2, when it switched ammo types, immediately fired its AP. Poorly, granted, but fired it nonetheless. So WF here making a nice pushback. Is he going to be able to swing it back? An off map coming in now for the 203. He finally called in some infantry, so he actually was able to push back a little bit. I like the thought. I mean, he's trying. Credit to him for trying. Losing this, though, is just so rough. It's so hard to fix it once it goes wrong. He also keeps putting Pioneers in situations where they're firing at long range. He's got these beautiful shoots in, and he keeps ending up with Pioneers in spots where they have to shoot. He's gonna get, like... Oh, it bounced! Oh, you'll get a second shot. It's triple star. Oh, come on! For cereal? Oh, my goodness gracious. Shook 3, come on. That had to be at least a 50% pen chance. Oh, my God, barf. I would be raging. I would be that guy crushing his keyboard with his fists on that one. You work so hard to get on that ISU 152, and then that happens. That is so devastating. Oh, man. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. Oh, what is that from? Dr. Seuss. Sorry. I read to a toddler a lot. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Who's a Cat in the Hat? It's Cat in the Hat 2, I think. Yes, when he doesn't want them, when they don't want him in their house. Site damage with the APCR. Will the Stug finish off that SU-76? No, the site damage doesn't cause the best. Oh, yeah. Oh, the RNG of SD2. It's all coming back to me, guys. I legitimately took a break. I like not really played the game. The stress is coming back to me. The pure dice roll every time a tank fires. I'm not sure my heart can take it. And it looks like WF here not gonna be able to turn it around. Shame. Always rooting for the balance player because balance hashtag the best. Just kidding. It's not. That's why I'm rooting for it. BF109 goes down again. Black 43 does stop the AK-1. Yeah, I think WF had some good micro plays and he was doing some good combined arm stuff, but his choices of reinforcements were so odd. So many wasted points. Oh my god, he wasted 340 points on off map. Guys, if you're balanced versus Maverick, you don't have the luxury of calling an off map. I'm gonna be honest with you. C phase, sure. Go for it. 25 minutes deep, have fun. Call your off map in. Like, maybe at that point it's time to start pushing. In B phase though, there is not a worse time to call off map in as a balanced player against Maverick. There just is not. That was such an abominable waste of points. He just put himself in instead of being in a 400 point hole, he was in a 740 point hole instead. Like, if he had put those points into anything else, legitimately anything else, I think he might have been in that game. But instead he didn't. And we end here with 3145 versus 1985. Now, of course, again, he was trading not well enough to start, but I actually did feel like he was stabilizing for a minute. 300 more points would have been a big deal there. Because this is worse than it looks because, again, half of that was off-map wasted. ZIS2 getting a whole bunch of freebie kills there, yeah. Especially with 2K units dying to a 1750 meter unit. You really can't. That shouldn't happen. Like, that really shouldn't happen that much. The IZ-152s actually were not massive powerhouses like they usually are. Like, this one did some work, but that's about it. Surprisingly. On the other side here, we see just not a lot. Martyr 2 doing really well there. I do like Martyr 2s. They trade well. Like, tank destroyers in general can do a lot of damage and have a ton of value because they're just cheaper than tanks straight up. So, it's one of those things. But if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe for all the fun here at Attack Power. Thanks a bunch, everyone. And I hope you all have a fantastic day.